Hello guys, and welcome to episode 18 of my Endless Legend playthrough, playing as the Broken Lords. Now, since the last episode, I accidentally moved on one turn. You didn't miss anything. Literally all that happened was I clicked the end turn button and nothing happened. But it looks like Allegra Mordecant has leveled up, so let's jump in and give her a new skill. So we'll add more attack to the units in the army. I think that's a good choice. This army can jump on land here, and we can start exploring this new land. This army is going to continue towards Endergear and Scathown. We can get advanced extraction now, +4 resource on luxury resource deposits. Wow. And dust revitalizers. Yeah, I think dust revitalizer is definitely something we want to head towards, along with town crier. So we'll work on both of those, and I am going to move my dust production over to normal production in order to get those completed, because otherwise I don't think we'll have enough dust. Or maybe we do. Maybe keeping the units on dust will be the fastest way to build those buildings, because they do cost 5,600 in order to quick build, and if I save like one more turn I can build them, so might be worth investing towards. Once this caravanserai is complete as well, I might be able to move the production in Dardagar to dust as well. Okay, everything's alright here. And we do have 4k. Am I gonna save it? I think I might. Obviously at Endergear I would like to hurry up a lot of these buildings, but there's nothing too important. I think just maybe hurrying the settler here would be the best idea. How many more did I say we needed? I think it was 5 in the last episode. So yeah, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant. And we'll save the rest of the cash. Great. End the turn there. And if I have enough to buy the building here, then I will, but I don't, so we're just going to hurry another settler. Create a new army, and that settler is heading towards Perandi. Let's quickly search this ruin. 180 dust. We're going to continue towards this ruin. Now we have some vine snakes here. They aren't very pretty, but either way, we will need to kill those off if we want to settle there. Settler complete again. We're going to hurry the next one. Make sure we add population here. The rebellion is real right now. Pretty ridiculous. We'll reactivate the Quicksilver, but we can't actually afford to reactivate the Dust Water and Blood Crystal just yet, because we don't have enough of it. That's going to be a bit of a worry. Caravanserai and Sawmill is complete. And now we'll want to work on the Dust Crier and the advanced extraction there. We'll keep it all on production for now, so that we can get those built sooner than later. Unless moving it all to dust will be more beneficial. I think with these later buildings, just buying them out would definitely be more beneficial to us. So I think here, where I'm building the Barrow Street, I'm actually going to move my population over to dust. Get as much dust as quickly as possible. I'm going to do the same here, because it doesn't really matter how long those dust bishops take to build. As for other places, again, we got the town criers being built in Tolilian. But I think I might just move all of this over to dust production. If we're just buying out these settlers as well, same thing's going to happen at Bilan, and especially if we're unhappy there, then focusing more on dust is better because otherwise we get a negative production modifier. At Nyagor, only one turn until the caravanserai is finished, so we'll leave production there for now. Let's complete our quest. We've unlocked or encountered a new minor faction, the Urses, which are basically trolls. They have the Rumbler, and they give you plus 5% building production cost reduction per pacified village. So here we go. We have found the Sighing Scepter of Aur, which gives plus 30 health and plus 10 defense on unit. Very nice. Costs us 9 Hyperium to equip. My success has stirred the natives. Defeat the armies that rise up around you for 4 turns. Or is that just the 4 units? I think I might fight this one manually. Not too confident with that auto-resolve. Obviously the auto-resolve was pretty crazy in my favour, but just want to make sure that it all goes to plan. We have 3 dust bishops, so nothing should be dying anytime soon. Now these things do have chain lightning attacks, so I'm going to have to be careful about that, but yeah, I'm going to make all my units attack the same thing. Hopefully I can get a stun. Yep, we got one. Doesn't look like we needed it though, because we'll probably kill off the unit. Unless my Dust Bishop misses, because I jinx it. So a crazy amount of chain lightning going on. Of course, all my units do have regeneration, more or less. So we should be in the clear. I'm going to make sure that these Dust Bishops move forwards before attacking their targets, so that we can heal any other units that get damaged. And all is well so far. Dust Bishop's doing a nice chunk of damage at every attack, and also healing up my units. That chain lightning was pretty good. Obviously the damage is minimal, but still the most effective attack they could have got. Alright, yeah, we'll finish off that demon. Probably finish off both in this phase. Ryder doing a great job there. And the Dust Bishop's finishing things off. So I think we actually ended with more health than we started. My Rider certainly did anyway. Great. So we're just going to have armies to attack every turn. Just search that ruin anyway. 40 Palladian, wow, okay, that's not too bad. Settler complete in Bilan. Let's, oh, we already hurried the next one, but we need to make that into an army. We've got one going down to Parandi. So let's send one to Yamozi down here. We have this army near Endigir. These vine snakes that I'm going to take on with the first growth vanguard. Is there any other roaming armies I need to worry about? Because that's basically spawned right next to my city, and that could have been a problem. That could have been spawned by the roving clans, of course. Once they have the technology, they can spawn neutral faction armies like this next to my lands, but it's pretty obvious that it's them. The idea is that they're secret about it, but considering they are only the only enemy faction left in the game, it's pretty obvious that that would be their spawning there, unless this is part of this quest. We've got to defeat 4 armies, and I'm not sure like exactly where they're spawning. We do have quite a few armies that we could call upon. I have the one in Ishimlor, I have the one in Duthrad. But yeah, it just depends where the actual armies are spawning, and because it's winter I don't know where the hell they are, because we don't have the line of sight to see them, which is frustrating to say the least. And we haven't really been focusing on building watchtowers either, which is another fault of mine. Anyway, we'll move on to the next turn, see what happens. Arts Council has been finished for our technology. And now we'll work on Imperial News Network. Another improvement that will give us extra approval. But before we do that, let's get the state-approved theatre, minus 25% expansion disapproval. Definitely something to pick up on. We're being attacked by the vine snakes. I think I'm just going to auto-resolve this one. Easy peasy. And now where are the rest of the armies? Like I said before, I'm hoping that they didn't pop up near my undefended settlements, because that could be an issue. We'll search that ruin for 180 dust. I'm just going to continue exploring around Zagharak in the meantime. Settler can continue on his way, along with this one. At Bilan, do we need to get this guy out? Yes, we do. And he can head down to these new provinces by Toldreen. Now I really want this army to come ashore, this roaming army. Not entirely sure what it's doing just sitting there. Could have bugged out after I destroyed all of their settlements. But again, everything done for this turn. Unless we want to spend some cash on upgrading this settlement. We'll get some more population here, I think. At Wervelin, that's fine still. Endergear and Uraleb sharing the same amount of population at the moment. Bilan is going to get low, creating all of those settlers. So let's buy another population there. And Lenfell, well, that's actually quite okay at the moment. Although it is unhappy working on production. Heading towards the town crier and the arts council is pretty important now. We are actually running low on glass steel. I might have to buy some more because a lot of these buildings that I'm researching now cost glass steel in order to create, and it's causing me some issues. It takes the resources when you put it in the queue. Now, like I was saying, I've mentioned before that titanium is created for science buildings, and the glass steel is used for dust buildings. And because we are building a lot of dust buildings and a lot of approval buildings as well, glass steel is used a lot. We are currently producing 28 a turn, so not too much of a problem. At Wervelin, let's get the Arts Council building. So, Caravanserai has been complete at Smezroth. Let's move this lot across to dust production then. I'll add the town crier to the queue there. And our settlement is under siege. That's Wervelin. There's 2 armies there. Oh dear. Okay, so we might lose Wervelin. Like, entirely. And I'm not even... I'm not even kidding. Wervelin, if it gets destroyed by the roaming armies, then I stand to lose a lot. I can't quick build the stalwarts because I don't have enough cash. This settler can't move anywhere. This is a problem. This is a big problem. Yeah, my army's going to have to head in that direction, but as long as we're at winter, we're not going to get there anytime soon. My army at Ishimlaw, let's bring that down towards Wervelin as well. That might get there in time, I'm not entirely sure. It depends if they decide to attack me or not. I'm going to have to retrofit those guys as well. I'm not even sure if we're going to be able to defend this. That's crazy. That was originally the Volta's army. Or city, sorry. Ah, how frustrating. Now, we did have a settler in that settlement, which I completely forgot about. So that we're going to lose that as well, which is annoying, again. It means I can take one out of the queue of Bilan if I save the settlement, but it's unlikely that I will. Keep these settlers on the move. And we'll end the turn. Hopefully they won't attack. Okay, they still haven't attacked, so that's good. It's going to take them quite a while to actually take the settlement down all the way. And I might be able to afford to rush some stalwarts in the settlement as well, which will definitely improve our chances of winning a defense. Going to search these ruins as we go. Found a city in a new region before the population becomes too restless. So we've got to build a city in a new region within 5 turns and we get 40 die. Not that we really need die, but still worth doing, I think, to complete the quest. And we will be doing it sooner than later because we do have settlers moving around all over the place. So when this number in the top right where it says 2 out of 4, I originally thought that meant turns, but apparently not. It means just 4 armies that popped up wherever the hell they wanted to, which is frustrating when your empire is very, very large. You do not have enough armies to defend everything at once. We'll end the turn again. Hopefully, they aren't going to attack me. Roving Clans is close to a quest victory. Oh wow. Okay. They've reached chapter 1 out of the 5 of the victory quest. 5 great beams of dust light illuminate the planet as far as the eye can see. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. If it comes down to it, I can literally just destroy them to get my supremacy victory. But we're going to have to try and get our expansion victory as quickly as possible before they complete those quests. A princely gift. You have met a Draken archivist who has interesting theories of war, profit and influence. Her ideas are fascinating, especially at those historical moments where war, profit and influence interact. So the quest is a princely gift. A wandering Draken researcher, calling herself Archivist Chaos Hai, comes to you with an interesting concept of rule and iron hands in velvet gloves. You are convinced that in order to maximize your political influence, you should show that you are not to be insulted or trifled with. Though war is not always practical, Chaos Hai convinces you that if you show you are willing to go to battle, you will gain the awe and respect of others. Okay, so not sure if we're quite going to do that. That would include going to war with the roving clans. What did we just get from that? 150 dust. Not too shabby. And, well, this army's going to land just next to the roving clan army there, and I'm tempted to attack them. I think I might. Yeah, let's just wipe out this army. Annoy the roving clans even more. Just going to auto-resolve that and completely destroy them. Gives us a lot of XP doing that. So, definitely worth it. Better than attacking neutral nations. Also, it was worth doing that as well, because I am going to be settling there as well. I don't want roving clan armies moving about. And the other thing is, they do have another roving clan army there that has 6 units. Look at that, they have 29 iterations of their dervish, 37 of the Kasai. That's quite a lot. Like, we're only on, like, what is it? 7 and 6 iterations of our units. Only really upgraded them once we unlocked a significant armor upgrade. I moved on my turn there. And we do have 4k to work with. My army is getting there, slowly but surely. I can actually assign my hero to this army. That's probably what I'm going to do as well. So that we do have a hero to take on this army. This settler is nearly at his location, so is this one, and this one as well. Now the other thing we need to do is wipe out these settlements. So this should be pretty simple. They have low level, and we actually got level 8 stalwarts now. Crazy. Yeah, definitely worth doing in that way. Just auto-resolving. So much quicker. Could you imagine having to kill that many in one army, or in one battle, by doing it manually? You would easily run out of phases and the battle would just end a draw every time. But yeah, this army, more than capable of taking on that roving clan army. So we're going to head toward it. This army can move a little bit further. We're not spending any of my cash just yet because I'm trying to save for the bigger buildings. And I'm hoping that sooner than later that winter ends. A couple of my units leveled up. We got state approved theatre complete. That's good. And at Dardagar, my borough streets being complete. So now we'll get the Imperial News Network. I think that's something worth going towards. And well, look at that. The enemy army decided to attack me already. Okay, so we're going to try and get on board with this if we can. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to. That's so annoying. My army was literally like one turn from getting in the province. We can't reinforce after they attack me, unfortunately. So yeah, influence points are going to need to be saved because we have an imminent empire plan. My units leveled up, of course. We've chosen our technology and we're going to have to fight this battle. Tempted to just auto-resolve it. Let's do that. Yeah, that's definitely better than I could have otherwise expected if I fought it myself. So that's not going to now allow me to get my reinforcements there, which is such a like a sigh of relief. Definitely great that I can get those guys on land there to help defend Wervelin, because now also we save the settler, and that settler can be used to settle the rest of the lands. Okay. Now, we can stop the settler being produced in Bilan now, or at least the second one being built. And at a settlement where we have a lot of dust being produced, I can create the town criers. So that's going to be at Skathalm. We'll pay to speed that up. Okay. And we can continue to save after that, maybe, unless I want to spend this 2,700 dust on something else. Maybe at Endergear we can get another borough street going. I want to zoom in and see where exactly I would benefit from placing it. Possibly there. Actually, that would be a very nice place because we get 3 more exploited sea tiles. Especially if we complete the dust filtration. Mustn't forget about that. And we need to do the same at Uraleb, actually. I was completely forgetting about the dust filtration. That's massive. That's definitely hindered my dust production in those settlements. Bit of a mistake on my part. Pity I hadn't noticed that sooner, because it's really cheap for me to build. Right, anyway, let's destroy this settlement. This is going to be easy, we'll just auto-resolve it. And now my unit can head toward the roving clan army there. This lot can head towards Zagorak because apparently a new settlement has been founded there. At Perandi, let's land ashore. And I'm not quite sure where I want to place this settlement. Probably near the coast, to be honest. I think probably near the coast. Because that's the only way we're really going to get much dust out of the settlement. Yeah, so I'm going to place it like slightly inland, maybe get some of this production. And we have this settler coming past Ostarcha. This one going past Sondir. I seriously cannot wait for all the winter to end now. At Dardigar, we can start work on the town criers. And my settler leveled up in Wervelen. That's how long it's been there. It actually leveled up. But here we go. Let's get rid of these two armies. I'm not going to use the reinforcements from Wervelen. We'll just auto-resolve this. And job done. Okay, so now our quest is complete by the looks of things. We'll reactivate the gold and die boosters. And my army comes to save the day. Just in time. We can actually bring this stalwart out and add it to that army. I can also bring the settler out of there as well. And I'm not quite sure where I'm going to send it. Probably to Warramir. Yeah, we'll send it to Warramir. Jump that army onto the sea. This one across to Zagorak. The settler can settle there on top of the production. And we completed the quest. So we are going to use dust filtration this time from the start. And we'll make sure that it is built. We'll add a population or two there. And there are a couple of settlements that I can build, I think. We'll speed those up. Get the blood crystals. And I'll place down these boroughs. Okay. So this settler, yep, can head to Yamozi. This one to Shurel. Everything's done for this turn. Unfortunately though, it has been my time. So we got past a troubling stage of our campaign. I nearly got destroyed by my own faction quest. Or not destroyed, but I nearly lost Wervelen at least, and that would have been a huge blow because I would have had to use another settler in order to create that settlement in that province and get another one, which I otherwise wouldn't have had to build because it would have died, to settle the other province that I have left. So we are getting closer to expansion. I'm not quite sure how much farther we have to go in order to get the expansion victory. There is actually a settlement up here at Seap that we need to gain control of. But either way, that's all for now, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.